This next gamer asked me not to read this, but god damn it, I'm gonna do it anyway, because I wrote it, and it's the truth. I freaking love this gamer. This is the best gamer ever, period. Ladies and gentlemen, Farlon playing as the trolls. Pretty sure he made this build order 5 minutes ago. It's got a tree chopper, a stonebreaker, another tree chopper, triple tree chopper, and one hunting hut. So there will be another tree chopper at some point, or a second hunting hut. Can't do much more than that at the same time because he'll be lacking the resources for the eye banner. Might be getting the kill there. Very nice. Mold still slowed him down a little bit, but a good start. And on the other side, we have got in the green color his opponent, Don Hyperion. Very cool. Playing as the dwarves. And playing the map pretty well. Charburner in the main. Usually you get a double hunting cabin with the triple stone. But Vinwall Forest is an exception because you only have 150 food. So good pick, good pick. As for the hero, we've got a High Hierophant, and she's being assisted by the axe wielder over here with this glorious mohawk. Now, Farlon will not be giving the man any rest. He's coming over right away with this chieftain, and he's about to cause some havoc. Let's see what he can do. Looks like he'll be going after the creeps right away. Getting his level, what is that? Gonna be level 2? Yeah, because he only got the one kill on the scout. That's all he did. Didn't actually take care of his own creeps, but yeah, he can smash these pretty good. We've got slam as well as throw junk for the hero here. That's pretty good stuff. Hero just got stronger. For the other hero, the High Hierophant here, we've got scatter shot ammunition, Ghost Shot, and Totem of Flames. Teleporting back now in order to defend is a pretty good idea. The main is for the most part in range of the chieftain as well, so we'll be delivering quite a bunch of shots. But at the same time, it does look like the stonecutter gatherers here will be put to a break so that they can run away from the chieftain. Better than dying, that's for sure. But anyway, the chieftain picked up a little bit of stone and ends up getting out of here. Might be able to smash the hunters over here though. Oh, that's pretty good. Gets another worker kill. And gets out of here. The stonecutter in the second base also being threatened by Farlon is a pretty good move. And he's building the remaining buildings, which is going to be an extra stonebreaker, hunting hut, and tree chopper. Sector is upgraded in the middle. He's got a tree chopper, a stonebreaker just finishing up, and another hunting hut. So yeah, trolls starting to be pretty solid here. I like. Smasher is also a really good move. Coming in here to go after the Charburner workers. They're getting belled. So they'll be idle for quite some time. Of course, Smasher can just chill here and honestly just smash this Charburner. It's not like you can kill it with an axe wielder. Don Hyperion is certainly gonna give it a good old try, but I don't think that will work out. You'll need basically like 3 axe wielders to properly take on the Smasher without losses. Hierophant coming home as well. Well, together they can certainly take down the Smasher, and there's no way out for him, to be honest. However, Don Hyperion just now discovers that this eye banner has already been taken, along with the creeps. Dwarves have gotten an upgrade up here. This is a really good spot to place your hunting cabins, by the way. Has this 250 food up here. And then it's axe wielders all day long. So not a very bad map for dwarves, definitely, but with the low starting food in the main, that definitely doesn't help the early game for the dwarves. Anyways, this stonecutter has been also harassed at the same time by Farlon. We missed it. Sorry about that. but if you were actively looking at the minimap, you would have seen it. Gets rid of the stonecutter entirely, and Don Hyperion is in a little bit of a struggle for stone overall. Of course, you don't get the whole refund. I believe it's 33% that you get back when your building is destroyed like that, plus the cost it took to repair. And as well, you have to account for the lost mining time. All these stonecutters are just gonna be idle here. They're not working until their building is done. Over here, we're an advocate for workers' rights, so understandable. Even though the game would be faster without it. Just like real life. Revenant warriors are gonna be taken out by the smashers and the chieftain, but if Farlon isn't careful, this one smasher might be actually in trouble. I think he's getting focused by enough of the skeletons that's gonna be a problem. Gets into the back, so that's a good start, I would say. Also taking out the Revenant Knight that gives these guys armored is a pretty good move. I think they might be fine in the end. Chieftain getting pretty low, but in the end we'll clean up. Very good. Dwarves are cleaning up the easy creeps up north. Hierophant still only on level 2 at almost 7 minutes. That is very slow. So the one thing that is really important to do for the dwarves is to level up as quickly as possible. You typically speaking want the barrage ability unlocked ASAP, as this is a 5 projectile cone attack. Does major magic damage, and then you put a bunch of points into brute force, it becomes real strong. The auto attacks are covered by scatter shot ammunition anyway. Attacking 2 targets at the same time is always nice. There's finally level 3. Let's see what he's taken. Gets another potion, of course, so 6 and 3 potions right now for healing and mana, and yeah, it's all going into brute force. Very reasonable, of course. The second creep camp is being taken out, but a smasher has been lost in the end. So that is not great news for Farlon. But, I mean, he basically gets level 5 off of this, pretty much. It's not going to be quite level 5, but we're going to be pretty damn close. Taking down the last of the Revenant Knights. We'll have to go back for the bag, as that's a health potion. The gold is laying around on the ground as well. So hopefully Farlon will not ignore that, and it looks like he's picking up the shield ability. He's got quad brute force, which is very nice, 40% extra damage on the abilities, and he's got concentration for cooldown reductions too. Of course, the chieftain doesn't need any deep waters, no focus required, as all these abilities are focus free on the left side. On the right side, you got the focus cost, but you would need to use the troll guard ability, promote some of your guys, and that's how you gain mana when they do attacks. Chieftain doesn't regenerate mana, and then you use the mana to promote the existing troll guards that you marked. But that is not going to be Farlon's build, at least not thus far. We'll see what direction he takes as we go. Okay, Stonehall is going to be pumping out sentries and axe wielders. That's exactly as it should be, but Don Hyperion is still very low in terms of stone. Definitely a struggle. He's gotten a double stonecutter up north, which is a good choice, and the second hunting cabin is coming up here as well in this sector. Let's see if the dwarves can go after something. They'll definitely need some kind of creep to take down or a base to destroy. You know, anything they can gain here is definitely of high value. Is this gonna put Farlon on level 5 with this little creep camp? I'm not so sure actually about this. Looks like not. You'll need at least one more of these small ones, which provide just about 300. Oh, that wouldn't be actually enough. So you need to also kill an axe wielder. Three choppers, an easy kill here in the corner. So the axe wielders are going to go for it. Might be able to pick up the stone, but it looks like they're just gonna ignore that. Go for the workers. They are just carriers actually, so not super important to kill. This axe wielder might be in a little bit of trouble. Wait, is Farlon just gonna go for the Ice Wyvern? That would be a very nice pickoff. So this creep would definitely put him on like level 6. And also provide a ring for the chieftain. And deny the possibility of dwarves ever taking it over. But I think that might be just enough smashers here to take on the axe wielders and the hierophant. And also get rid of the stone pool fairly easily. Yeah, that is exactly what's gonna happen. Trolls are gonna take this back. So a little bit of lost mining time there. But I think the army can handle this just fine. Of course, the totem gets taken down super easily. The chieftain gets some slams. Ooh, that's a good one. There's no lasting effect of it, just pure damage. And yeah, if he reaches level 5 soon, which he will, then both Throw Junk and Slam gain additional effects. So Throw Junk would gain a 35% weakening, so long as you're on Brute Force 4. And Slam 2 gains some bleeding. 21 per second is what it would be at the current point in time. Ironbeak fighters are joining the battle. So Farlon has got some burps coming out and upgrading them at home. In fact, he's already tier 2. Because that is what it takes. The fight hut and the hitting camp are right here. So he's going to be able to keep this going. Small tribe shelter will be required as Farlon is currently population blocked. He's got a scrap horde. So he's getting the more advanced units with thanks to the scrapper. With his fancy little bike helmet. It's cute. Alright, the Ironbeak fighters are going to give him some much needed mobility that the trolls are typically a little bit lacking in. But you get these bad boys, you can fly all over the place and cause a little bit of havoc in the resource lines, such as taking out the charburners and the iron mine workers. I would say go after the workers because they'll deal 65 damage against units, but only 25 against buildings. So, you know, if you've got the numbers and the position, you can go for the buildings, right? Because that's a lot more damage than killing workers. But if you only have the workers, only have time to kill the workers, then go for that. Might as well. It's a lot of idle time still. And it forces your opponent back no matter what. But these sentries have to be made now. They have to be parked here so that the iron mining can commence. The trolls are really interested in denying the dwarf tier 3 as long as they can. If they don't have to deal with berserkers, things are a million times easier. Now they're gonna take down this Tempest Golem in the hopes for a good item for the chieftain, as well as, you know, just denying it to the dwarves. But this boy is gonna be dealing some massive AoE damage here in the middle. Also, he looks glorious, so we must take a look. Several smashers have already fallen, and he's continuing to keep smashing the smashers who become smashed by the end of this. But there he goes. Enough hits, and even the mighty golem crumbles. Farlon gains a cooldown ring. Very nice. And he's got almost 12,000 gold right now. So you can certainly go do a bit of shopping. He's unlocked Come Here level 2, which is a heavy speed reduction, 28% impairment right there. And we're gonna get our first big slam 2 of the game. These dwarves are suffering from the bleeding affliction right now. Surprised Farlon didn't keep going. He also has access to Throw Junk 2 now, which is gonna have the weakening that I mentioned before. So yeah, in combination with everything else, this is gonna be fantastic. So Hyperion has to be careful to push into this with all those weakened axe wielders. Luckily enough, the junk throw missed for him. So he can just take out these buildings pretty much for free and, you know, back off if that's what he chooses. Farlon's gonna back off himself, and now that he's in tier 2, I think he can honestly consider going for the magic units. So a Hex Camp would be very nice to see from him. Soonish, hopefully. It looks like he's committing the chieftain a little bit. Eye of the Tribe might want to upgrade itself to a sharp Eye of the Tribe so that it has a lot more hit points. I think it goes up to 10,000. So that's definitely worth it at the moment. Just being repaired. Throw lands in the middle of some units, takes out a sentry. And another Auxiliary will fall. Maybe this one as well. Very nice use of the slam. And of course the burps will be taking care of the rest as the units just run into them. Okay, that's a lot of sentries for the burps to handle. But they're gonna be giving it their best. Chieftain in the middle to help the tank a little bit. And we've got our first Skull Crushers on the field. Slam 2 goes down. Everybody is slowed. And the weakening plus the Eye of the Tribe are doing a lot of work. Farlon with level 7 has access to hiding the pain. Thick Hide Rage is a 60% resistance right there that he can use for 10 seconds, and then he gets weakened for 10 seconds by 100. So, you know, there's a trade-off here definitely, but it seems to be worth it for sure. You rarely see a chieftain not take that. Okay, we've got the boom droppers, which forces the belling of these buildings. There's quite a few of them. And the Eye of the Tribe is under attack, but it's also being upgraded to a sharp Eye of the Tribe. Don Hyperion doing his best with what he's being dealt. He's able to take down the chieftain actually, but doesn't quite get level 5 for his troubles. Yeah, unfortunate for that hero, as level 5 is really where Don Hyperion could start turning this around. He's got 2 more points in ready to put into his abilities, which will probably be Brute Force and maybe Concentration. We'll have to see. Unfortunately, we won't be able to upgrade level 2 of anything, because that's usually level 5 restricted. But maybe the dwarves can go for this Eye of the Tribe, although there's not a whole lot of melee here. I'm not sure how much work these sentries can honestly do, because this is a building with 66% pierce resist, and that's the damage that these guys deal. So you can see the Eye of the Tribe is trying to focus down the Axe Wielder. And I think the trolls should honestly just teleport on this as soon as they can. Chieftain is actually only now restarted. Farlon is a little bit late to the party with that. And I think as a result, he will be losing the Eye of the Tribe maybe. Especially with these reinforcements coming in. That is going to be too much. So dwarves can take this over. But Farlon, of course, not sitting on his butt. He's active. The boom droppers are doing work. These buildings are still belled. At least the iron mine is. Yeah, like I said before, trolls really don't want to deal with berserkers. So the later dwarves get tier 3, the better for the trolls. And this seems pretty far away to me. Although the iron certainly is not the problem. It's mostly the food. And a little, to a degree, the stone as well. Doing such a good job denying all the iron mining. Little does he know though that Hyperion actually just can't use it, so I wonder if it would be worth it to just get a handful of the tier 2 units, such as golems or even balloons. Might be useful against the trolls here, especially with all these flyers in question. I think the balloons will be able to take care of this. Alright, dwarves are going to be taking down a bunch of workers here. Stonebreaker and Tree Chopper are definitely not safe. But here come more Ironbeak fighters as well as Skull Crushers, who have a cleave of 2. So they can hit 2 targets at the same time. We still got no magic, but the Shrines to Mugu are coming in. That is what will generate the offering resource. Already 62 for Farlon is available. Not in this base though. I'm not sure where they're coming from. I mean, there's one here. Oh, he still got the initial creeps. That's so funny. Actually, Farlon has got all the creeps on his side. What is going on? Except the ones here. Those he has taken. Guy could be level 10 by now. Also, this Ice Wyvern is still chilling. Get it? Chilling. I'm goddamn hilarious. Okay. More iron workers are getting wrecked by the Ironbeak boom droppers. The observation tower trying to do what it can to defend this. Obviously, it's pretty slow DPS. Gotta upgrade it to become a watchtower, and 9 workers have been destroyed. Very nice work by Farlon. This observation tower is not in range. You can literally sit up here on the ridge and target those iron workers. Oh, Good defense by the sentries. Good of them to get up there. And that scanning post has been taken down as well. Shoals taking over yet once more. So Farlon is using the scrap up here. It's another 250 for the bank. The scrappers gather at triple speed when they're on a scrap pile. So this has been swooped up. That's 250 for him. There's another here. I don't think there's one in this sector. I think it's just to the side. Either way, that's a lot of scrap, so can't complain too much as a troll player about this map. Oh, there's even iron up here to harass. Very nice for Farlon again. The burbs are doing so much work. I think they're definitely the MVP of this game, even though Don Hyperion is not using the iron. Surely he's going tier 3 by now, though. He's just reached it. And with that, I'm pretty sure all of his iron should be going into Berserkers. Yeah, there it is. He's immediately queuing them up. Now we'll use up the majority of the iron he had. And maybe with this, he can make a push happen. But here come the trolls teleporting right onto the sentries. And that's definitely not what they wanted. The Iron Beaks are going to be doing massive work while these guys are weakened. And I think we're going to see the mother of all slams here. Well, almost. It was pretty good though. Hiding the pain is the chieftain now. Slowing the sentries on the outside. But looks like the rest are going to be able to escape just fine. But not before two more get slammed to the ground. A lot of them escaping being weak and whatever. So Farlon at 105 population with a ton of resources to spend against on Hyperion 70 is actually pretty good. My voice is failing me. I am trying, believe me. Well, dwarves never got this sector. There's a ton of stone up here. It's like the main. So you get like I don't even know, like 500 stone in the main, maybe more, probably like 600 plus. Anyway, we finally got the magic units, so that's great. The flesh eaters are here, the bone hexers are here, and wait, if they're going there, okay, so there's a network situation coming in. We've got fight huts. They go to the hex camps. They produce flesh eaters. The flesh eaters go to the other hex camp. That produces bone hexers. This is fantastic. Then this hex camp just rallies to the hero, and that's where everybody joins up in the end. Dwarves are trying to push in. They've got a handful of berserkers now, as we've spoken about. They're gonna be sprinting away from this or trying to. Oh, but they're eating a big slam over there. Is this one gonna actually survive? Just barely at 44 hit points. 2 more ticks of that bleeding, and it would have gone down. Easy pickings now for the sharp eye of the tribe. Oh god. Here comes the bone hexer, and goodbye. That come here just hit absolutely everybody. And the dwarves are struggling to retreat. They'll be needing that friendly regeneration in this area. And actually Don Hyperion really needs to own this sector, because this is where the moon silver is. There's also moon silver like up here, but that is far away. And to move the hero up there to capture is definitely a big commitment. So I would always advise a dwarf player to try to hold on to this, especially when the berserkers start going. There's a lot of value in upgrading the berserkers to magic damage early on, while there's still smashers and throwers and especially skull crushers on the field, because the skull crushers, they would receive 50% extra damage from upgraded berserkers right now. But anyways, not so important later on, as the bone hexers have reverse resistances, so they actually get hurt by the base berserkers just as well. Damage types are always being chosen based on what's best. Nice pickoffs there. And once again, the dwarves have to retreat. Farlon at 155 population with a major amount of bone hexers. I'm actually surprised they didn't eat some of the corpses. That's gonna be one of the things they can do to you know, stay relevant, to get even stronger than they are right now. And we might be getting to see that very soon. Chieftain coming in with a big slam, hits almost the entire army and slows down the rest, counteracting the rushing speed of the dwarves. Berserkers do apply hasten with a 35% movement speed, so if you can keep cycling that in the middle of your army, you definitely got a hit squad that can chase anything down. Especially if you combine that with the slow, like let's say on your Hierophant, if she's level 5 now, finally. So if you get like kill shot level 2, that gets a 35% impair. Then you are 35% faster, I think. Oh, no, it's just 30. But still, that adds up, right? So you can catch a hero that's slowed very easily and pick it off with berserkers and sentries and whatever. 65% speed indeed is very meaningful of an advantage. Oh my goodness, the Iron Beak boom droppers are killing the workers. This observation tower doesn't have anyone garrisoned. In fact, the workers are dead. Chieftain doing what it can to survive this. I don't think it can. 71 HP and it gets out. The trolls have to turn around as the dwarves have a little bit too much here. Oh, wait a second. The bone axers say absolutely not, as they hit 3 berserkers at a time and will be picking off a ridiculous number of them. What was that? Just now the trolls have traded out so well, losing 3 of their boys to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 berserkers. That is insanely expensive for our dwarves. And you can see them struggling right now with their food. They can't remake this. As soon as possible. Oh my god. My dog. This Charburner has been belled since the beginning of the game. Ah! Imagine if that was a farm, it would help Don Hyperion so much. Well, finally we've got Nitaf's Fury free. So hopefully that will get equipped. We have a no equip situation, ladies and gentlemen. The base weapon is significantly weaker than this. You see it would go up to 196 damage per shot. And with the scattershot ammunition too, you would be targeting 3 targets at the same time. A massive loss of DPS for this hero. Let's see that Farlon has already gotten his better stuff. Yes, indeed, I think he has. So level 3 armor and weapon, and actually he got the Noria's command from the shop, as it wasn't enough for him to have this ring. Obviously you have to do more damage too. So this doesn't scale, but these do. It's got 220 weapon damage now from the slam, which is magic, and 27 pure damage is bleeding. Taking down these last few creeps, he'll be probably getting very close to level 9. With a little bit of fighting probably still needed. Oh no, that's gonna be level 9 right there. Epic. So we got maxed out brute force, and I think Farlon can just start putting points into health because he unlocked the entire left tree. Only health is left, so that's plus 500 right away. Very nice, up to 3058 points. Now let's see if the dwarves finally making Earthshapers, so that is great to see. The population cap is not going to be a problem any longer, so it's all just a matter of dwarf production at this point. 13 Earthshapers are out, 20 sentries. Let's see if their upgrades are... Where upgrades? The upgrade building is an inventor. That's not right. You need a thingy bob. What's it called again? A workshop. So there's no aura on the Earthshapers. There's no deployment on the sentries, which would also, by the way, be interrupting any spells. So you know how long it takes when the chieftain smashes something? Well, that would get interrupted 100% of the time by the sentries. It would never happen. Same with the junk throw ability. So that's definitely super valuable. Plus, like pointed out before, you can combo speed ups on your own guys, plus slows on the enemies to chase them down. Having an ability like that is just a huge plus. Then the Earthshapers need their protective aura for all those sweet resistances. course, the Berserkers have their boost ability here, gaining quite a bit of extra damage, melting the entire troll front line, and I think that Chieftain might be in a little bit of trouble, but gets away by hiding the pain. And real quick, the Bone Hexers decided to have a snack of corpses. Some of them have 2 stacks now, and that means they have 6% extra damage. You can get all the way to 10 stacks, and I believe that is a 40% boost. We'll confirm when we get there, if we get there. Oh, Chieftain has another huge slam coming. And these Bone Hexers are, by the way, leeching. That's the pure damage here. They leech 10 health, and they hit 3 targets, so they leech 30 total health per attack. Well, up to that amount. But it looks like they're holding strong here. Dwarves don't really have a chance. It would have been a lot better if that Hierophant had equipped the weapon. But even then, I don't think this was a winnable fight without the protective glyph of the Earthshapers, as well as the deploy stance of the sentries. And once again, it's Nom Nom time. Hexers now with 25% extra damage. Well, some of them at least. Wait, there's one with 8. There's one with 9. At 10, you can actually get a Titan. This is 35%. And yeah, our trolls are actually getting they're not too far away from a Titan. Like, you need 500 offerings and 150 scrap. That's the hard one. The food is doable. 75 is not that much at all. And yeah, then you take the guy that has 10 stacks and you just replace him. The dwarves, on the other hand, still do not have any moon silver, so there's not going to be any pyromancers which require moon silver, and there's not going to be any berserker upgrades, although the berserker upgrades are less and less important as the game progresses, as like I said, the bone hexers don't care about your magic damage. They actually get more damaged by strike damage. Well, the Ice Wyvern gets taken down, freezes the hero and half the army, but the rest will still take it on just fine. Of course, this Eye of the Tribe is going to be in a little bit of trouble, but Farlon could just teleport onset if he really wanted to save it. I think a high-risk move, because, you know, you can just lose a base if you don't play it properly. So yeah, he can just come in. He has the resources to make more, it's fine. What did he get from this? A focus ring. That is worthless. Literally the worst possible item that he could have gotten. But he's got such a big lead that we shall shed no tears for Farlon at this point. Even though he's our favorite gamer, as pointed out in the Tenacious D reference at the beginning of the game. Bone Hexer is maxed out at 40% extra attack damage. Now, can the dwarves get back into this game? What they really need is that moon silver. So that they can have a lifeline for the late game, so that they can get out that Titan. The Dwarf Titan actually would be so helpful for smashing bases, but where are you gonna get that moon silver? It's either here or here, and the dwarves have set up in the middle. It's getting awkward. Let's see how many. Oh, I really like Farlon's setup for line of sight here. He's also gonna attack. I quickly wanted to check how many. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of scrappers. That's exactly what I wanted to see. 7 just here. 9. And there's probably some more. 10. Let's say he's got 10 scrappers. Oh my goodness. He's got 13 scrappers, but let's not miss the fight. That's a lot. Oh, the hero is down! Bursted down. It was almost full HP at the beginning when we were starting to look. Immediately gone. That's how powerful these Bone Hexers get when you can get them to eat. And it's not that easy to lose them, to be honest, with all this leeching going on. Chieftain ends up in the middle, severely harms all the units, and gets out by hiding the pain. He's got 368 damage per attack right now, and the dwarves have been severely weakened. We've got a lot of 10 stacks, several 9 stacks as well. So yeah, these Bone Hexers are as good as they get. Fantastic specimens, a lot of them. Some of them will fall though, as this is a border fortress. You don't play with those really. Yeah, I think Farlon must respect this and come back with a few wall breakers or something. Yeah, he actually has wall breakers, so yeah, you can slot that base after all. But might as well keep these units alive for the later game. There's nothing that indicates to Farlon that he needs to rush this. He's got the majority of the map, he's denied the Moon Silver. Dwarves are now trying to set up for Moon Silver up here. And also have a Moon Silver smeltery in the bottom. That is exactly a great place for it. Actually using up the... oh, 2 Moon Silver smelteries is better than 1. Today we learned. Using up all the workers from there. And yeah, there's a ton of stone up here too. So all those operations have migrated. Dwarves struggling to rebuild what they once had. Life's not easy.
We're under attack.
Finally, the upgrades are coming in, so Berserker's Enchanted Axes are the least of Don Hyperion's worries right now. I would love to see the... Oh, the glyphs are done. So he can do this. That would be great. That would be indeed great. Mugwa praise. Pretty big group, and there are, I count 2 wall breakers in this. Definitely a huge threat to Don Hyperion, who's been sitting on this base for a while now. At least he's prepared for the attack, but is he prepared enough is the real question. The Berserkers can't fight against this by themselves. They'll need a lot of support. Oh my goodness, they get smacked on the ground. They get weakened and finished off by the Bone Hexers. The rest of the units get slammed as well, and all the shields are activated at the same time, leaving no room for the later parts of this combat. Oh god, actually they're just dead, so it doesn't even matter if they all pop the shield or not. They don't overlap, by the way, so you know, you only get the effect one time. Everybody has eaten once again. No trolls go hungry if the chieftain leads. Observation tower is upgrading to a watchtower. So that will be a lot more potent. Can upgrade it once again after. On Hyperion, now it's a little bit of resources, but unfortunately down to 50 population. I'm not sure Farlon can really give him too much more room at this point. Oh my goodness. Here it comes. You guys know that tornado chaser meme? That's what's going on in my head right now. %, to Titan. He is unprepared. Farlon's doing a fantastic job distracting though with these attacks. He can always just teleport away if the dwarves come back, but he can totally take it as he's 200 population to 96. Yeah, the dwarves are gonna not even teleport on this. Order is cancelled. Undecisive is Don Hyperion teleports into the back as this approaches 69%. Nice. We're on the way to 100. There's just no space for the dwarves here, and we all know space is the final frontier. Farlon actually just taking the next step as he trots down the steps. Watchtower here to try to defend. Fortified watchtower upgrade is on the way, but can the border fortress hold for long enough? The dwarves are coming in, and they were just here in the next base, but is that gonna be quick enough as this border fortress is down to under 50% health? The Titan is pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's ready. I'm ready for it. I know that. 93%, 94, and counting. Farlon has got all the resources in the world to make this bad boy pop out. Once again, a great smackdown by the Warbreaker. That upgrade is just so strong. Is this even fair? Okay, we might be seeing the Titan drop into the middle of the battle here. Let's see if that's what he does. Oh, I think he might be pulling back so that he can bait the re-upgrade off the base as the Titan comes in and smashes everything. Oh god, one-shotting the stone hall easy. Okay, Titan now, Titan now, Titan now. I'm ready, Farlon. Here it comes! Oh! Okay, that didn't actually do anything to the enemies, but it looks cool, so we'll take it. The Mugma's Cub has a very powerful special ability that he keeps smashing the ground and doing massive damage, but I think only one of the attacks went through. Farlon canceled the rest. Not that it's gonna be necessary. At 34 population, I think Don Hyperion is in deep trouble right now. The Stone Hall is getting taken down, and that leaves Don Hyperion with very little to go with. Enemies are attacking. He's got one Stone Hall. Oh my goodness, Don Hyperion just so dead. Rebuilding from this, especially with 0 stone, is gonna be a hard one. By the way, you know what's cool? I'm not sure if he has one yet, but let's see. He didn't make the cool thing yet, so I'd like to see the ultimate unit for the trolls, not the Titan, not the Bone Hexer, but this bad boy, the Warbringer. And we might be seeing the first one. Yes, this Bone Hexer is here to become a Warbringer. So Warbringers increase the attacks of nearby trolls. And you know what's cool about that? You combo that with this flesh-eating thing, and a bonus you get when you're weakened, when you're low on health. That's 3 ways to increase the attacks of a unit. Like, hello, that is insanely strong. So with that, you can make some powerful stuff happen for sure. You could even turn a Bone Hexer into a Wallbreaker, by the way, a side grade, and keep the blood stacks. Okay, and then still bring a Warbringer with them to boost them. That is some crazy power stacking right there. One more border fortress gonna go down. All right. I don't think there's much left here for Don Hyperion to do. He's just gonna lose base after base as he's still on 24 populations. So I think we're gonna fast forward through the rest now. And this is what I'm exactly talking about. This guy, oh, he's just not in range of the Warbringer, but he could have gotten all the buffs right there. No, it's not happening. Because he's currently weak, but he's lost it just now. So anyway, moving on. By the way, also the Warbringers actually don't display this, but they've got a 5% block chance on top of everything. Because they have this fancy little shield on them. I love how the sounds speed up. This is so funny. Yeah, it's like the trolls are going without any opposition except for this. Farlon actually plays it safe and teleports home, while the dwarves do what they can to take out the newly established troll bases. I'm not sure how long they can go with this, especially trying to go through it again. What is going on? The trolls are here already in the main, and they're going for it big time. Dwarves are gonna have to run through all of these obstacles, and they're having throwing towers and whatever. Oh, that's a slowing tower actually, so he's slowing down the boys trying to get in there. The Warbringer pops. There's another thrower tower. Farlon doesn't feel confident in winning the base trade. I mean, he had like 2 hits left. I guess he's wanting to leave the dwarves alive to prolong their suffering. He's killed a hero with like probably 1 shot or whatever that was. And we're going across the map yet once more. We're gonna watch that last kill in real time. I mean, you gotta give props to Don Hyperion for trying, but you know, this is over. We know. Everybody knows at this point. Farlon being very thorough. No shorty allowed to leave or to live. Alright, let's do this. Spin to win. And with that, Don Hyperion will be toast. Everything explodes. And Farlon is the glorious victor of our match. Thank you very much for submitting the replay. If you as a viewer want to do that too, you played a cool game, you want to share, you want me to cast it, you do it. You go to my Discord, and I will cover it whenever I can. If you want to support, you can subscribe, like, leave a comment, become a channel member. And we actually don't have Patreon, but we have Patreon at home over on the MetaPlays website, where I run RTS tournaments for all sorts of games, including SpellForce free. You could support that as well. Get perks, get exclusive news, etc, etc. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.